From rejecting his own brother's hug just because he was more successful,
You never give me some sugar. Did I do something?
Yeah, you were born.
to sabotaging his best friend's college acceptance letter simply because he was jealous.
And what? So you forged my rejection letter? Is that it?
Yeah, but
These episodes reveal the darker side of Rigby, showing how he twisted every moment into chaos over the smallest things.
Don't get it, do you?
it was just one lie. I was just trying to...
It's always just one thing with you. You don't do that to your best friend.
Starting with the death punchies, this episode begins with Rigby and Mordecai playing games together as usual. Things were going fine until it came time to decide who would be player 1. Rigby wanted to be player 1, but Mordecai pushed back, insisting that the player 1 spot was meant for him alone. The argument went on until it was decided that player 1 would be chosen by punchies. However, this is where things went wrong.
Let's play punchies to see who gets to be player 1. Looks like I'm player 1.
Even though Mordecai won the game, it didn't sit right with Rigby, who instantly blew up in anger over the incident.
It's not fair. You always get your way. Let's play punchies. I'm sick of it.
Dude, you don't beat anybody at punchies.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
And as a result, he became so vengeful that all he wanted in that moment was to strike back and get his revenge. And just when Rigby was already burning with anger, he found a book that poured even more fuel on it, claiming it could teach him powerful karate moves.
Learn kicks, chops, and punches. Unlock your full potential today.
This was a turning point for Rigby, and without wasting a single moment, he rushed off to learn punchies from the master. And just like that, Rigby transformed into a straight up monster, fully set on getting his revenge.
Never doubt that you're the one, and you can have your dream.
I mean, taking revenge on your best friend over a silly thing is noticeable, but Rigby didn't just stop there. He thirsted for a test drive, punching literally everybody at the park for absolutely no reason at all, just showing off his pure brutality.
Oh no, bro.
This was a classic display of abusing power, but it didn't stop there, because within moments he turned the entire park crew into his personal servants. But Rigby didn't even realize he caused so much damage just because of his obsession to take revenge. However, things reached its peak when Mordecai showed up, challenging Rigby to a punchies battle.
What move did you learn?
Come over here and find out.
And even though Mordecai secretly ended up learning Death Kwon Do tricks as well, this only fueled Rigby's rage even more.
How come you're not dead yet?
Because I learned the death block. Either that or your death punch totally blows.
I'll kill you!
As a result, the entire park erupted like a raging volcano, with Rigby relentlessly attacking Mordecai with unstoppable fury. But things reached a whole new level when lava started gushing out from the walls, which even made Mordecai panic.
Dude, this is serious! We gotta get out of here!
Never! Not until I beat you at punchies!
Dude, stop! We're gonna die!
However, Rigby was so angry that he didn't even care about their safety, as all he ultimately cared about was defeating Mordecai.
We're gonna die!
I don't care! I'm sick of you always winning!
And just when they were almost engulfed by the lava, terrified, Mordecai ended up admitting defeat to Rigby just so that they could survive. But Rigby's reaction was downright reckless, as he went to extreme lengths, putting both his and Mordecai's lives at risk just to claim the player 1 spot.
I told you I was gonna win! I finally get to be player 1!
That's what this is about? You just wanted to be player 1?
Even though Mordecai did save him in the end, this only shows how selfish Rigby can be, willing to put others' lives at risks for his own personal gain. But that was not the only time Rigby foolishly put Mordecai in danger, because in the next episode, he put the whole crew at risk purely because of his childish behavior. The episode called Do Me a Solid started with Mordecai and Rigby doing each other favors in the name of solidarity, which is pretty relatable since we all do that with our friends. But things took a turn when Mordecai and Rigby went for a drink at the coffee shop, and when Eileen came to serve the coffee, Rigby, knowing she liked him, suddenly started ignoring her, which is pretty rude if you think about it.
Guys, here's your order. So, Rigby, I was wondering, do you like miniature golf? Me too. My shift ends early tonight. Wanna go?
Wanna go?
Yeah, I'm waxing my car tonight, so...
Oh,
I mean, you've got to feel for Eileen. She held the conversation the whole time, even after being ignored by Rigby. Even though Rigby refused to go on a date with Eileen, Mordecai convinced him to go, just so that he could also be with Margaret, which Rigby didn't like at all. And despite agreeing with Mordecai that he wanted to go with the crew, Rigby took advantage of the situation by asking Mordecai for 10 solids, which is ridiculous.
All right, I'll do it. For 10 solids.
What?
Then I guess you won't mind Mordecrying yourself to sleep tonight instead of going on a hot date with Margaret.
Fine. I owe you 10 solids.
But Rigby's mean behavior didn't stop there, as he was using Mordecai for his own benefit, claiming the solids while ruining his date with Margaret. However, it wasn't just Mordecai. Rigby even treated Eileen so badly in the way that no sensible person would.
Use it.
hey Rigby. I just laid sea turtle eggs and now I'm gonna swim out to sea, although many of my hatchlings won't live to adulthood.
Let's just get this over with.
And this behavior only continued for both Eileen and Mordecai, as Rigby kept messing things up every single time. However, the chaos hit a fever pitch when Rigby made Mordecai feel utterly insecure in front of Margaret, all just because he wanted popcorn. Truly the worst way to ruin someone's date.
Can you do me a solid and get some popcorn?
Hey, Margaret, can I borrow $5?
Sure, Mordecai.
Thank you.
That was the tailor again.
Did he try?
Rigby's expression made one thing clear. He not only disliked Eileen, but also did not want Mordecai to have a good time with Margaret. And his cruelty hit a new high as he remained relentlessly mean to Eileen the entire time. But it wasn't only the cinema date, because he even ruined Mordecai's personal date by sending him to get ice cream while inviting Muscleman over to purposely kill the vibe. I mean, the situation would strike anyone hard. Mordecai was engulfed in a wave of embarrassment just for asking a friend to help. But the worst came when Rigby wanted to cause even more embarrassment, which Mordecai thankfully ended up refusing this time. This didn't sit well with Rigby at all though, as he began to get aggressive, even making the earth shake when Mordecai refused to fulfill the solid.
What was that?
You'd better do it!
Lay off, Rigby.
What's happening?
Yeah, typical regular show. However, what highlighted Rigby's spitefulness was when Eileen came up to him just to save herself, and Rigby didn't even look at her, acting completely careless. After realizing things were going south, Margaret begged Mordecai to do the solid just so that they could save themselves, prompting him to complete the embarrassing task once and for all.
Beep, beep, no, bro.
If you really felt annoyed with Rigby here, the worst was yet to come, as he recorded it and played it on loop just to make fun of Mordecai even more, which was just incredibly annoying to deal with. This episode caught everyone's attention as people got mad at him, saying Rigby went full evil mood, insulting Mordecai in every way possible. However, it wasn't the only time Rigby did something terrible to someone who actually liked him, because the next episode showed him turning into a jealous monster just because he wasn't getting enough clout. This episode begins with Rigby realizing he has to perform his actual job duties, specifically setting up a tent. Things were going fine until it came to actually doing the work. Rigby wanted to avoid the labor entirely, while Mordecai disagreed, saying he couldn't just get someone else to do it for him. The argument went on until it was decided that Rigby would hire some dude named Doug to do his job.
Place, Doug. But first, tell me about yourself.
Well, all my life I've wanted to be somebody, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
How are you with mowing lawns?
Well, I don't mean to be negative, but it looks to me like that grass is an inch too tall.
Oh, you're good. All right, let's get you fitted for your new job.
And this is where things went wrong. Even though Doug did the job perfectly, Rigby treated him in a very rude way almost all the time. And things went even further when Doug ended up getting along with all the crew members, which didn't sit well with Rigby at all. What a jealous little raccoon. This incident hit Rigby deeply, and getting mad at Mordecai for hanging out with Doug, he became so insecure that he wanted to expose Doug, thinking he would take his place.
Yeah, man, that's just me. I love working hard, know what I'm saying? I guess Rigby's just kind of...
What?
Well, I shouldn't say anything.
Go ahead, you can say it.
Rigby's kind of lazy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Hey guys, I wanted to come by and thank you. Ultimate Frisbee was a great success. Everybody loved it. Kudos, Mordecai. You too, Rigby.
No! Dude, Doug is creeping me out. I think I gotta fire him.
What? Doug's actually pretty cool.
He's totally copying me.
Dude.
And just like that, Rigby turned into a paranoid wreck to get his old life back. And so, Rigby ended up handing Doug over to the police for stealing his identity instead of being genuinely thankful to him, even though all Doug wanted was to have a good life. And just when the chaos settled, Rigby went back to his old lazy habits immediately. Even though everything did go back to normal in the end, this episode only showed how irresponsible Rigby can be over a lazy desire to do zero work. While Rigby ended up sending his helper to prison out of jealousy, the next episode showed that he even behaved terribly toward his own brother just because he was popular and successful. Now, this episode begins with the park crew preparing for a tax audit that could save the park. Things were going completely fine until it came time to welcome the accountant, who turned out to be Rigby's brother, Don.
No!
Call your brother!
No!
Mordecai, you call him.
You better not!
He could save the park.
If he comes, I'm gonna tell him to leave.
No, you won't! You be nice to your brother or you're fired!
Just be cool until he stops the audit.
The awkwardness went on until it was decided that Don would handle the audit, and this is where things went wrong for Rigby. Even though Don was being helpful and kind to everyone, it didn't sit well with Rigby, who got mad at him simply for being popular and competent.
Give me some sugar, bro.
Don't you have taxis to do?
What, bro?
You keep your mouth shut.
Nothing.
This incident hit Rigby badly as he was getting mad at the park crew for liking Don, and at one point he became so petty that he wanted to isolate himself completely. Just like that, Rigby's jealousy reached its peak as he refused to hug his own sibling while hurting him badly, which is obviously a terrible feeling.
Rigbone! How about a little pre-saving the park sugar?
No!
You never give me some sugar. Did I do something?
Yeah, you were born.
Wow, I gotta get out of here.
Dude, no wait, Don!
I'm sorry. I just gotta get out of here.
And apparently, Rigby turned into a jealous obstacle to the park's survival. I mean, ignoring your brother is noticeable, but Rigby didn't stop there. He really wanted to ruin the vibe, shouting at everyone and refusing to fix the audit issue while the park was just getting out of hand.
What? Go give him some sugar!
Never!
Rigby! Rigby! Quit being so selfish!
And things turned really bad when the park was almost deleted by the audit program, and Rigby couldn't hide his jealousy, yelling at Don just for being too cool.
Why is it so hard for you to give me sugar?
He's mad about the birthday party.
It wasn't just the birthday party. It's everything. You're so much better than me. Everyone likes you better. And to top it all off, everyone thinks you're my older brother. I'm the older brother. Why do all my friends think you're so much cooler than me?
Although Don finally ended up saving the park, this episode only showed how brutal Rigby can be over a silly childhood grudge that can even be very dangerous. This did not go unnoticed by fans, as they also called out Rigby for being way too jealous of his own brother, saying Rigby needs to grow up, he just can't get over his ego. And I don't know why he hates his sibling when he was the one who was being pretty nice every time. Also, what's that profile picture? But that was nothing compared to the movie, where Rigby did something terrible to Mordecai, something no one ever should do to a friend, all because of his jealousy. In this episode, we see Rigby apply for college, but he unfortunately didn't get accepted. This made Rigby really sad. I mean, it should, since it was his dream college. But out of jealousy, Rigby did the unthinkable. He hid Mordecai's acceptance letter and replaced it with a fake one he made himself.
Dear Mordecai. We regret to inform you that you have been rejected from college university. Dude, I didn't get in. What the?
But Rigby didn't stop there. He never mentioned that he didn't get accepted to the college, which made Mordecai even more sad.
Dude, they let you in, but not me? That doesn't make any sense. No offense.
Hey, forget them. If you're not going to college, you, then neither am I.
However, the lie didn't stay hidden for long, and the truth finally came out when Mordecai discovered that it was Rigby who had altered his acceptance letter just to satisfy his ego.
Mordecai?
I can't believe you, Rigby. All this time you were lying to me? And what? So you forged my rejection letter, is that it?
Yeah, but...
Why would you do that?
I had to. You would have gone off to college without me.
You don't get it, do you?
It was just one lie. I was just trying to...
It's always just one thing with you. You don't do that to your best friend.
And this was the last straw for Mordecai, who was hurt so badly that he finally ended his friendship with Rigby.
You're not my friend. All you've ever done is hold me back. and I'm the idiot for not seeing it until now.
Even though the ending was sad, it was Rigby who received more criticism from the fans for his heinous act, which made everyone mad at him, saying, "It's so funny how Rigby is trying to make this seem like a good thing," and Rigby truly deserved that reaction from Mordecai. A true friend never stabs you in the back. If you enjoyed this video, just keep watching the regular recap. Subscribe.